Discovered my husband's secret family after a decade together. I was making coffee last Sunday when his phone buzzed on the kitchen counter. That's how it started. A harmless, everyday sound. Mark had just stepped into the shower, humming that off-key tune he always does after his morning run. The screen lit up with a notification. "See you tonight, Daddy." My hand froze mid-pour. The steam from the mug fogged my glasses as I stared at the words. Daddy, we don't have kids. I wish I could say I didn't look, but I did. I typed in his passcode, our anniversary, how cliche, and opened his messages. There were photos. Mark at a zoo, grinning with a little girl on his shoulders. Mark in a backyard I didn't recognize, arms around a blonde woman as they blew out candles on a cake. Dates going back years. The coffee burned my tongue when I finally took a sip, but I barely felt it. My ears roared like I'd been plunged underwater. The signs were always there, I guess. The business trips that lined up with school holidays, the second phone he claimed was for work, his insistence on handling our taxes alone. Once, I found a receipt for a princess-themed bike buried in his gym bag. A gift for my niece, he'd said, but his sister's daughter is 13. He'd grown distant lately. I blamed the stress of his promotion. When he forgot our anniversary last month, I made excuses. He's overwhelmed. He'll make it up to me. On our date nights, his fingers would dart to his phone like it was a live wire. I told myself it was just his new job. Now I wonder how many times I ate dinner alone while he was tucking in another child. How many times he kissed me goodbye before driving to their house, their home. I confronted him in the living room, his hair still damp from the shower. He paled when I held up his phone. "Who's Charlotte?" I asked, my voice eerily calm. The little girl's name tasted like ash. He didn't deny it, just collapsed onto the couch, hands shaking. "Her name's Gina. The woman, it started before I met you. She got pregnant. I didn't know how to tell you. Before." The word knocked the air out of me. "We've been together 10 years. 10 years. So you've been living two lives?" I whispered. "I never meant to hurt you," he said, which wasn't an answer. I threw his phone at the wall. It cracked, the screen still glowing with that happy family photo. "Get out." The house feels like a crime scene now. I keep finding evidence, a receipt for a hotel in the next town over, a daycare flyer in his glove box, a lock of blonde hair tangled in his sweater. I hired a PI. Turns out Gina thinks she's his wife. They have a mortgage together, a dog, 2 kids. Sometimes I laugh until I cry. Other times I just sit in our bed, my bed, wondering if any of it was real. Did he love me? Or was I just the backup plan? The childless, fun girlfriend while he built a real family elsewhere? My friends say I should sue him. My therapist says I should focus on healing. But all I can think about is Gina. Does she know? Does she know he stole a decade from me too? He texts me daily. "I'm sorry. Let's talk. I miss you." Yesterday. "I'll end things with her. We can fix this." I haven't replied. Part of me wants to burn his world down. The other part wants to crawl into his arms and pretend none of this happened. I met with a lawyer today. She says bigamy isn't a crime here, but fraud is. TLDR, after 10 years, I found out my husband has a wife and kids I never knew about. Now I'm deciding between revenge and running away forever.